Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback. They will begin things at the 25. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz.
And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. The Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On first down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Second down, here's an option right.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
On the option left is Fields.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? They are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But this will unfortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost
see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And Prescott, his third interception. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Bourne. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Oh, what a juke into space. So we reach intermission. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Prescott off play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fields going to keep it once more. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw. Finds Komet on the quick slant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On first down, it's Fields. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 31 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Arlington. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
But he's a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Prescott.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Dancing to his left. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, Prescott.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Marr now to add the extra point. And they they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So now Fields and the Bears
down 28-27. 50 seconds to go.
Here's Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
All eyes on Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away there.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This from 52, and this for the win.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he will be taken down before that return gathers much momentum. And that will write a finish to this ball game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.